how can bioinformatics help develop better AI in life sciences?
In biology and life sciences, and more generally, data are very fragmented. So they are not integrated, and that's a big job. And data are massive, so a large amount of data. So we need also compute solutions, storage solutions, and it goes into infrastructures, but also standards in how to obtain the data, like in a field or the samples in a human patient. They have to talk to each other. Protocols have to be similar. Standardization is a big thing, and then generate derived data. So adding knowledge to the data, and that is a big challenge on a compute side as well. It's not just that one links to a supercomputer. One has to prepare the data and make it ready for the compute, implicitly also ready for the AI. So I see it more on from a dualistic point of view. So we need on one hand centralized resources, but also federated infrastructures in more specialized areas, but they have to talk to each other. They cannot go uncoupled or so. For centralized resources, for example, we have as a EMBL EBI in biology or life sciences, a big standard. There are several other of these places. But given the massive amounts of data, given that in life sciences data are exploding, they can't capture it all. So it needs to be special domain knowledge kept by special communities, and they have to talk to each other. So it's a society or community building exercise, but also an infrastructure exercise, which is not easy given also political constraints that come in. So people want to, countries want to keep the data in their own kind of territory, these kind of things, and it has to also be factored in. So centralized plus federated, and a good interplay between the two. So if you talk to bioinformatics or computational biology, and ECCB stands for European Conference for Computational Biology, I think one has to see this expanding field. So given the new data, the new areas that bioinformatics and computational biology go into, this is a kind of like an exploding universe. There's a risk of fragmentation that different sub-communities and here the conferences are big conferences like ECCB. It's more an overarching one come in to avoid fragmentation of the field as such, and facilitate communication between subfields. And implicitly, if you do so, it's a huge potential for innovation implicitly.